Let's talk about this online backlash news, because you have people right now threatening to boycott e.l.f. Cosmetics after the company featured comedian Matt Rife in its newest ad campaign.
Hey girl, has overpriced beauty hurt your wallet?
E.l.f. that!
Alfino and Schmarns have gone to e.l.f. Court for millions of clients, helping them to access beauty products they deserve at prices that won't injure their livelihoods. I know a thing or two about red flags. And pricey makeup, you deserve better than that.
Right, so Matt Rife co-stars in the ad with drag queen Heidi and Closet. They're doing a whole legal parody, and many e.l.f. customers apparently not amused. And in part, seemingly because there are still many out there who feel burnt because of a controversy back in 2023 after Matt opened up a stand-up special with a joke about domestic violence. You know, he got a lot of heat for that joke, and he ended up doubling down, saying if you were someone that was offended by that joke, you should buy a special needs helmet. And so with this ad, you had the comments filled with things like, you didn't have the budget for a comedian who doesn't joke about abuse, the guy who jokes about DV in an ad targeted to women, that's a choice. And I think Andrew Tate's available for the next ad. Right, and the idea that e.l.f.'s customers are women, it was a big talking point in all the backlash. Especially because when Matt was coming up, he was kind of known as being very popular among women. And we had things like that DV joke turning a lot of women off. I mean, even he himself tried to distance himself from his female fans, with him at one point telling Variety, I don't pander my career to women. I would argue this special is way more for guys. And so now with this new ad, you have people posting videos of them tossing out their e.l.f. products, as well as videos like this one that have over 600,000 likes.
For a campaign of this size, it would have had to pass through so many hands. The amount of checks and balances and approvals that would have had to happen for this campaign to go live. Can you honestly sit here and tell me that nobody at the top stood back and said, hey guys, I don't think this is a good idea. I don't think that as a multi-billion-dollar business in the beauty industry with a customer base that is 90% women, we should have the face of our campaign be a man who openly jokes about violence against women.
And then in addition to that, you had people calling out the brand for pairing him with Heidi, writing things like, e.l.f., I'ma hold your hand when I say this. Just because you got a drag queen in the mix does not mean it's a green light for Matt Rife.
Somebody said we have to have somebody from the conservative spectrum and somebody from the gay spectrum, so that way we appeal to everyone.
But also, something I will say is, depending on where you go on the internet, there's not a universal reaction here. Because while you have tons of people saying they're no longer gonna be buying e.l.f. and they're gonna be switching to other products, Matt Rife, he's not without supporters. Where you go to some areas of the internet, people are mocking the fact that there's any backlash here, and if you go to the comments on his Instagram post with the ad, there are tons of people praising it. But ultimately, we'll have to wait to see if there's a long-standing impact here or it's just a blip.